Hey guys, what to do? It's your boy Supreme Vegeta the God. Today was a weird ass day, bro. I don't even know. I was on the phone with one of my best friends in Cork, and I love her, you know what I'm saying? Kira, like, she doesn't mind me saying her name, so that's what I'm saying. That she's a goat. I love you, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie gang for real. So, but first, before we even start the video, I want you to subscribe, man. We on the road to 500. We only 50 subs away, man. 51 maybe, but like 50 subs away. It's easy work. We're halfway through the month. I know we got the energy to carry out the rest of the month. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, today I want to talk about something a little bit different, man. I want to talk about SIU, you know what I'm saying, or SIU. That's the guy that writes Tower of God. Now, I know I've been very critical of Tower of God for a long time. And I've mentioned it before. I don't know if you guys remember, like 10, 15, 20, 30 videos ago. Well, like Tower God videos, not even just videos, like Tower God videos ago. I talked about how I feel like writers should take a break and how they should, you know what I'm saying, make sure their health is right because there's a lot of writers, even from if you remember my video on Desert Punk and how like that affects writers and how like their health is at risk when they're writing viciously or for a story that they want to tell. And I said it a few times about Tower of God and how I feel like maybe SIU should take a break because it might just be too much to handle. The story he's writing might just be too big for one person. And sometimes you need help and it's okay to ask for help. And I've said it several times, but a lot of people they just take that shit as like, he being negative and shit. But like I'm always like I love Tower of God. That's what people don't understand. That's like one of my favorite shit to read is Tower of God. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts me extra when the shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? But I love it extra when the shit is litty. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes my day. When I get a good Tower of God chapter, that's my whole week probably made. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be like, oh, that bitch sad as motherfucker that his whole week is made by Tower of God, but you just don't know how good that bitch can get. That's what you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? And sorry for the lighting being trash. It's late as fuck. I just came back from somewhere and I just did some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? But yo, like it is what it is. You gotta sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? But yo, genuinely, bro, I feel for SIU. He said look, like I said, I don't really read the chapters, but I buy it, and I kind of skimmed through the last chapter, and I was like, oh damn, bro, SIU just said how he needs a break, and he's just not feeling great until his health is well. And what I say to that is, he said he's gonna take a few months break or even longer, and you know what? If anybody's mad at that, you're not a real fan. If anybody's mad at him needing this break or taking a break, you're not a real fan. One thing I understand about reading manga is that there's gonna be hiatuses. You know what I'm saying? When I was reading the last game, that bitch took a long ass hiatuses. When I'm reading Desert Punk, that bitch takes hella hiatus, 4 years hiatus sometimes. But I will never, ever, ever complain about a hiatus. Ever. You will just not hear me complain about a hiatus. It just will never happen because I 100% understand. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers work the balls out for us so we can be entertained every month or every week. They work so hard. You know what I'm saying? Um, when he took the last hiatus, he came out with Wang Nan. They go. You know what I'm saying? So it's only positive because he has more time to think, he has more time to process, he has more time to take a break, his wrist. These guys, even the guy that writes Attack on Titan, they got like wrist braces because that bitch be taking so much energy and so much toll on them because they just be drawing from morning to night. They just do not stop. So like you gotta understand what these guys have to go through in order to give us and provide us the very best content. And the only way to do that is by working extra, 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 extra hard. Most people, I'm sure, that's watching this video have never, witnessed or experienced such work ethic. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to be like, oh, but genuinely, like that shit is beyond belief what these guys do for us, for our entertainment. And I just want to take a moment to appreciate all the authors of all the mangas, webtoons that I love. It doesn't matter if I complain about it. I only complain about the creative aspect of it. I will never complain about the work ethic. I will never complain about them, giving their hearts and soul to the art. You know what I'm saying? It's my job to give complaints, like to talk about the negative and the positive. It's the same way that I give my heart and soul to the music that I make on my Spotify and shit. And like somebody might criticize it, but I'll never be mad at that because I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously there's gonna be haters, but it is what it is. I am not a hater of any of these authors. I am a huge fan. You know what I'm saying? And as a fan, I might be more critical than somebody who's a hater. And that does not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't diminish how much love I have for the project or the art. It just means that I expect so much greatness from it that I criticize it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are unwilling to criticize something they love. And I've noticed that a lot. And I've been one of those persons too that's like, oh man, like this, nah, you can't criticize this because I love it. But the truth is, everything has a negative. Even Attack on Titan, which I think is probably the best manga or film, show, TV series I've ever seen of all time, just from those 3 seasons. I ain't even see the ending yet. It's been the GOAT those far. You know what I'm saying? The fourth season decides whether or not it's the GOAT, but it has shit you can criticize. Some of the characters aren't portrayed as well as they could be. Some of the stuff just isn't portrayed as well as it could be, etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about Unordinary or talk about Attack on Titan, or when I talk about especially Tower of God, or when I talk about Hardcore Leveling Warrior, people, there's always gonna be people that's gonna be unhappy. That's just the reality of shit. But a lot of people can't differentiate between what I like versus what's objectively good. Like I can understand that my favorite albums of all time, like Camp by Childish Gambino, is not objectively amazing. It's just not objectively one of the greatest albums of all time. But subjectively for me, I know it's one of the greatest albums of all time for me. But I also know that if somebody's, I don't even love To Pimp a Butterfly, but I know for a fact, objectively, To Pimp a Butterfly is 3-4 times better than Camp. You know, it's way better than Camp. Period. Right? But Childish Gambino is one of my favorites. But that don't mean shit. I can differentiate between the objectivity and the subjectivity. But a lot of people just don't know how to do that or where to begin with that. So they have this opinion. It's like even when I talked about the video with Blue Lock, right? And how the football in it is trash. I didn't even say the manga is trash. I said the football in the manga is garbage. And a lot of people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's cool. It's cool. Have your opinion. But a lot of people just, I don't mind if you have your opinion, but a lot of people just didn't understand what the fuck I was talking about, because I literally said that the football is garbage. I said that the manga could be amazing. In the video, I said the manga could be phenomenal. It could be top tier. But the football is garbage. And for me, personally, that's the limit I just can't deal with. I can't surpass that because the football is garbage and therefore I can't enjoy the manga. A lot of people took that as, I don't know what the fuck they took that as, but they took that as whatever they took. But and that's gang, you know what I'm saying? They're entitled to that opinion. But my only thing is that like, you should try to understand the aspect of objectivity versus subjectivity, right? There's a lot of shit that I fuck with that I know objectively is garbage. But that's just how it is. It's just how reality works. You know what I'm saying? And like, look, if you can't see the difference between the two, it is what it is. But maybe you should Google that bitch. Or try to figure out how to understand and have that discernment in your brain where you understand what the difference between your subjective opinion and the objective opinion. You know what I'm saying? Lupe Fiasco is my favorite artist of all time. He's not the best artist of all time, but he's my favorite of all time. And he probably always be my favorite of all time. Him, Lecrae, Kanye. I think Kanye has the strongest case of being objectively the best artist of all time out of all of them. But Kanye is not my favorite. He's my second or third favorite. You know what I'm saying? But I would defend him the hardest because objectively, he makes the most sense in that debate. But a lot of people just don't understand how the fuck that works. So they're just like, nah, man, bro, you tripping, you this, you that, you this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I like, it is what it is. That's just how humans work, right? But honestly, like mainly what, like I know the video's kind of been random, but mainly what I want to say is that when it comes to your favorite author, it doesn't matter if it's objectively or subjectively. You gotta realize that they'll give their life and soul to the art that you love. And you gotta respect that. You will never hear me disrespect the author. Ever, 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 ever. Period. Doesn't matter if they make mistakes. I will call them out on the mistake, but that does not mean I'm disrespecting them. That just means I'm stating the obvious. And some people get it and some people don't. It is what it is. But I just gotta let y'all know I'm always gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Whether I get a trillion dislikes and zero likes is irrelevant to me. You know what I'm saying? It is literally irrelevant to me because I'm always gonna be honest. And it's up to y'all to be honest with yourself. Yo dig, it's been your boy Supreme Chia the God. I'm a little bit litty, but I hope you enjoyed it. And yo, shout out to SIU. Bro, like I said, I still buy every chapter of Tower of God because I think people don't understand that it's one of my favorite shit to read. I still buy every chapter. I ain't read like the past few chapters. Just read like I skimmed through the last chapter and I saw his messages and I was like, yo, I wish you well and I wish you the best. SIU, feel better. I love you. Keep working hard. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day we can collaborate and create the greatest shit of all time because I'm writing the greatest book of all time. It is what it is objectively. You know what I'm saying? I still love you. I still fuck with y'all. And y'all, don't forget to subscribe and get that beat to 400. We rising up. It's been your boy Supreme Chia the God. And guess what? I'm out.